Hi guys, today we're going to be doing some seed sowings. These are the first seeds to be sown in February. These are our first seed sowings of the year. So without further ado, we're going to be doing, first of all, we're going to be doing these sweet peppers. These are Californian Wonder. So we were doing these in these module trays at 1 seed per cell. My glamorous assistant will assist here. So yeah, these are Californian Wonder sweet peppers, red bell favourite. These grow to 50 centimetres high and should be spaced at 50 centimetres apart when fully grown. So basically what we want to be doing is sowing thinly and covering with 0.5 centimetres of a fine moist compost. We've just put a 0.5 centimetre hole in the compost, just to make sure that we get it 0.5 centimetres. Then when the seedlings are strong enough to handle, transfer each plant into 7.5 centimetre pots and grow in the greenhouse or similar conditions. We're going to be starting these off in a propagator, as it says. These seed cells here are actually also go with a propagator as well. Right, so just cover them over. It should have been 8 each. Right, so these ones are chili peppers. If the camera focuses. These are called Anaheim. So we're going to do these 8 per cell again. Basically it's the same sowing instructions as the sweet peppers, 0.5 centimetres deep, and keep them in a propagator, and then transfer them to 0.7 centimetre pots when they're large enough to handle. We'll be using the biodegradable pots so that we can transfer them without actually disturbing the roots. So that's them ones done. Those are Anaheim again. There we go. Thank you. Next we have chili peppers, hot de cayenne. Again, these are going to be doing 8 per cell. Sorry, 1 per cell. I'm going to do 8 seeds. So again, 0.5 centimetres deep. Keep them in a propagator tray until germination. Once they're large enough to handle, put them into a 0.7 centimetre pot, or biodegradable pot, which is what we'll be doing. And the dog decides to disturb the video, but never mind. And that's those ones done. Spray. Right, so then we'll just spray the tops, and I'll go get the dog in a minute. We'll just dampen the tops really, just to let those seeds get a little bit of water, and we'll put some water into the bottom, and then the compost will act like a wicking agent, and the water will rise up to the tops. Right, thank you, and I'll see you all in a moment. So next we have aubergine. These are called Halflanger Violet, deep purple fruits. So we're going to do 1 per cell again with these. Keep your hand that way, your hand down. That's the seed you're putting the seeds in. So that's the seed you're putting the seeds in. So it says sow 1 seed into 8 centimetre pot. We're doing them in modules, 1 centimetre deep. Transplant into large containers and place outside or in your greenhouse in early summer. Space plants out about 45 centimetres. Use a garden cane to support tall stems. Sow to crop 14 to 16 weeks. So hopefully they should be ready soon. Right, so we've got cherry tomatoes now. These are called Mini Bell. So we're going to do these again. We're going to do 1 seed per cell. So what we want to be doing with tomatoes is sowing 1 seed per 7 centimetre pot, or in like we are in a modules. Would sow 1.5 centimetres deep. When they are strong enough to handle, transfer to larger pots, space out 45 centimetres apart and use a stake to help plants to climb or allow them to trail over large patio containers or baskets. Sowing to crop 18 to 20 weeks. Next we have cucumbers. These are Chinese Slangen. You can't see that though because I've cut the bottom off. These are Mr. Fothergill's. So the other ones were just the other ones I got were cheap ones from these are from a pound shop. Well, a cheap shop. These were the aubergines and peppers came from, apart from the one pepper which was the Hot de Cayenne, which was from Mr. Fothergill's. So what we do with cucumbers is we get the seed and we plant it on its edge, so that it's sort of on its edge like that. Okay, so we're going to do these, we're going to do one seed per cell again. So the one's going to show you how it's done. So they're upright.
Yeah, that was upright, mate. They keep falling down.
So yeah, so cucumbers. For the surest results, sow indoors 0.5 centimetres deep on edge in small pots of compost or in a propagator tray. Water well and place in a warm position. A temperature of 21 to 24 degrees is ideal. That's why we're going to be using a covered propagator tray. Keep moist. Seedlings usually appear within 7 to 14 days. Now we got loads and loads of cucumbers last year from these same seeds. So I'm not going to plant so many this year. I think we had around about 26 cucumber plants at one point last year. So seedlings usually appear in 7 to 14 days. When the plants have developed 3 or 4 leaves, transplant them to 12 centimetre pots and grow on in cooler but not cold conditions. Gradually accustom young plants to outside conditions. Avoid frosts. Before planting out 60 centimetres apart. Pinch out the growing tips when 6 leaves have formed to encourage side shoots to form. Or you can sow them outdoors, but you wouldn't be sowing, I wouldn't say you wouldn't sow them outdoors until May or June time. So if you want to get a head start, get them in now and get them going. So I shall see you all in a moment. Right, so these tiny ones, these are flower ones, these little tiny seeds. And these are Aquilagia green apples. Perfect for pollinators. These are from Thompson and Morgan. So it says, so we say, sow February to June or September to October. Sow on the surface of lightly firm moist seed compost in pots or trays. Do not cover the seed. Seal container inside a polythene bag or inside a propagator, and keep temperatures about 15 to 20 degrees. After sowing, do not exclude light, as this helps with germination. Keep the surface of the compost moist but not waterlogged. Germination can take 1 to 3 months. When large enough to handle, transplant seedlings into 3-inch pots or trays or 7.5 centimetre pots. Plant out once plants are well grown, 23 to 30 centimetres apart. That's at 9 to 12 inches.
We've still got these left.
So put even 2 in them ones.
Yeah.
So just do another one in each one. So we're doing 3 seeds in each cell, so we can just see what, and then we can just pick out the strongest plants. Randomly put that in one. Right, we just firm down the top of the soil like so, just so they're in contact with the soil. We're not going to cover them with soil, so do that, firm down the top.
Like this?
Yeah. So that is again Aquilagia green apples from Thompson and Morgan. Right, so these here are these seeds are for this castor oil plant, Impala. amazingly exotic. So these are again from Thompson and Morgan. We're going to do one seed per cell. So that end go up.
That white bit.
Yeah. So we've got these seeds here, and these have got a little white bit on the top. If I can show you, if my camera will focus, and that end goes upwards. So sow February to March in trays or pots of good seed compost in a propagator or warm place to maintain an optimum temperature of 20 to 25 degrees. So we'll see how these go in the greenhouse. Sowing depth of 0.25 inches. Transplant seedlings when large enough to handle into 7.5 inch pots. Harden off and plant out when all risk of frost has passed. 3 foot apart in full sun. I'll show you those again. That is the castor oil plant, Impala. These here are sunflower seeds. We plant them with the point upwards. I don't think it actually really matters which way you plant them, but that is the best way I find to do it. Let's just move the camera over a little bit so you can see. These are Russian giant sunflowers. Just 1 minute on. Easy grow hardy annual. Thompson and Morgan again, these ones. So sow thinly 12 centimeters deep into drills 18 inches apart. We're doing them in propagator trays. Into cultivated soil. Germination usually takes 21 days, but maybe less if we're doing them in pots. There we go. Sow individual late winter or early spring. Sow individually into 7.5 centimeter pots or in a propagator tray at a temperature of 20 to 30 degrees. Grow on in good light and plant out when all risk of frost has passed. If you are growing them outdoors, yeah, it's 12 millimeters deep and drills of 45 centimeters apart. That's ½ an inch deep and 18 inches apart in well cultivated soil which has been raked to a fine tilth. Germination usually takes about 21 days when you are planting them outside. When large enough to handle, thin the seedlings out to 18 inches apart. And again, as I said, alternatively they can be sown indoors, which is what we're going to be doing, or what we are doing, or we have done.
Got enough water.
Right, and then we will put a propagator top on. There we go. So these here are spring onion, Ishikuru. These are from King Seeds. These are Japanese non-bulbing bunching onion. So we're going to do these ones 5 seeds per cell in these propagator trays. So these are Japanese bunching onion, producing short green tops and long white stalks that do not bulb. They resemble miniature leeks with a fine, mild flavour for salads. King's says these are an excellent source of vitamin C, calcium and iron. So where to sow? Early sowings can be made under glass in modules. Sow 4 to 5 seeds per module on the surface of the seed compost and lightly cover with sprinkling of vermiculite or compost and place at a temperature of 14 degrees. Outdoor sowings can be made in April. Sow seeds thinly in shallow drills 1.5 centimeters or ½ an inch deep and with rows spaced at 12 inches apart. Greenhouse zone modules do not require thinning and can be moved into a cold frame in April to harden off before planting outside 7 centimeters or 3 inches apart for clusters of salad onions. Outdoor sowings can be pulled and used as required. The ideal for successional sowing as a quick maturing crop. Sow in between slower growing vegetables to save space. So these should be ready to harvest about 12 weeks after sowing, and they are a good source of vitamin C, calcium and iron. So they are Ishikuru onion, spring onions. there we go, from King's Seeds. These came from Kitchen Garden magazine. Some of these others, what we did today as well, came from a magazine. These ones were from Garden News magazine, and others I've acquired via other publications. I think these ones probably maybe came with Kitchen Garden subscription, I think, these Thompson and Morgan ones, and others I've acquired over the time. Just I've either been given them or I have somehow acquired them in some way or another. So we're doing 5 seeds per cell, still going here. And as I say, we had these 6-in-1 salad patio vegetables. We haven't sown the dwarf beans or the sweet corn yet because they don't need sowing until next month. But we have done the chili peppers, which are Anaheim peppers, the aubergines, which are half Langer violet. We've done the sweet peppers, which are Californian Wonder, and the cherry tomatoes we put in as well. They are Mini Bell. So if anyone is wondering as well, the sweet corn is Golden Bantam. It's an heirloom type, and the French beans are Dwarf Tender Green. So there we go. So we'll just water these in. Dawn's watering these in now. And then we're done.
These go in the greenhouse.
Yep. So we're going to do carrots there. So that's the end of that, guys. So thank you for joining me today. I shall see you all in the next video. Hopefully we're doing a sowing and growing guide for September, for what am I on about? For February. So you guys can see that, and I'll also do my US zones sowing and growing guide, and I'll also do a 5 seeds to sow in February video. So you guys can all look into that and see those videos. So yeah, I shall see you all soon, and I will also do a plot tour as well. I may do that today just to show you around what's going on and the plans for this year, and that'll be a separate video. So I'll see you all later, and thank you very much for joining me today, and please do enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy gardening, and have a great day. Thank you. Goodbye.